I'm Paul from Super Duper Garage. You may have noticed that currently I am sat in a Mclaren 675 LT. Brand new, literally just been delivered. Oh, we've now got a beeping on it. Why are we beeping? Right, I'll put you on the floor. Let's see what we can see with it. I think you can see a bit of the car. We've got this. Might as well start it up. The car's with no keys, you never know where to put them. A little bit of noise. I've tried to give a little walk round tour from the outside of it, showing a few bits of it, a few little bit of a close up. If you're looking at this video and thinking, oh, I'm going to get an in-depth thing of what every button does, you're not going to get that. I'm not really fussed about that. I'm more interested about the car, a bit about how it drives, what it is, how it makes you feel, those kind of things. As it sets every last detail of every last button and everything else you need to know, I'm not really fussed about. A few things in videos I've seen that people say and they don't realise there's a shortcut to the lift system. That's handy, you don't have to go through the menu. The joys of watching Shmee150's videos tell you stuff like that. I find his videos useful. I know my way around this car without even being in it. As I am in it now, well, it's a beautiful place to be. I have to say, it is a nice car. I'm not a big supercar fan. I'm not a massive supercar fan, but it is nice. It's nice to drive. As you know, where I edit this clip, there's going to be bits of me reversing it in and stuff like that. The gearbox is lovely. It's nice the fact that I can pull up, sit on a hill, it can essentially be in drive, and it will roll backwards. And if you've driven any of the modern automatics, a lot of them don't let you do that, and it feels manual. I can't believe I'm even saying it. It feels manual. It is not manual, but it does have that effect. The fact that you can, you know, release and it will roll backwards is a big thing. If you haven't driven a lot of these things, I'm a manual car guy. I like to drive. I like to push things. I like to clutch kick something, have a bit of a laugh in something. I've always been a hater of modern autos. About 2013 they started to get good. I've driven a lot of them. This is by far the best I've driven, which you'd kind of expect. It's a Mclaren, it's Formula 1, you know, heritage with the gearbox. You expect it to be good. You know, let me grab the camera to show you a few things. Like, say you've got down here the drive button, the reverse button. They're easy to access. If you do need to sort of, you know, reverse park it, I would say reverse parking. The visibility out there isn't exactly what you call the best. but mirrors pretty good. Does have a camera system, which is in here somewhere. If I can push the start button, get the thing going, and then if you put it into reverse, it's just booting itself up. If you want to see all the bits and bobs on there. Oh, that's it running. And then if you want to stick it into reverse, you can see out the back. There's not much, it's just a wall. It's going to beep at you, but you can see. Let me turn the thing off. Right, so you know, it's easy to access the handbrake. It's easy to do those kind of things. It's lovely inside. You can see the carbon tub, which is down there. You've got these little mats and stuff, which just add a bit of comfort. If you've ever had a bare car, a stripped car, or anything like that, anything that falls on the floor, whatever it is, you drop your keys, your phone, a drink, whatever, it drives you nuts. Small stones rattle around. So to have these few luxuries, it's got, you know, the optional Meridian stereo in it. It's got quite a lot of options. I don't know every last option in the car. I haven't sat and gone through the entire spec sheet. It's not my car. I didn't buy it. I like the satin style look on it. The switches are easy to access. I will say that I found the volume on the stereo, that can be a bit of a pain. It's a bit slippery, and sometimes you push all these other buttons around it. But saying that, you know, there isn't too much else to moan about. It is a comfy place to be. It's easy enough to open the bonnet. Boot lid's a bit of a faff, but you know, you don't need to access it that often. And to be fair, if you can afford this, you can probably get someone else to access it for you. Steering wheel, beautiful in carbon. All the Alcantara around it. Flappy paddles, forward and backwards up here. Stalks on it. I'll open the door. Doors are light, really light. They're easy to use. They're not heavy. You would think a door like this, you would think something like this is going to be heavy. It's got the automatic little close, soft close door thing system on it as well. But it isn't heavy, it's really light. If you've ever opened doors on an old Lamborghini, they're a bit of a faff. They can be pretty heavy, but this isn't. You can close this with one finger. You can have your missus in it and she can shut the door, and you don't have to look like an idiot trying to drag the door down or go around and close it for her. It is a quick car, but it is usable. It is easy to drive. It is easy to get in. It's easy to get out. I'd say if you're 25 stone, it might not be easy to get in and out, but I'm not the lightest feather in the world and I can get in and out of this okay. Have a quick look to where the engine bay and stuff in it. If I had 400 grand, I'd probably end up buying 10 other cars, but that's just me. I don't know whether I'd spend everything in this. If I had loads of money, yeah, I'd have one of these sat in the garage, 100%. It wouldn't be an orange, I can guarantee that. The amount of people that hang their head out the window, the jaws just drop, they just stare at you, a mouth open as you come around the corner. I guess, you know, you kind of come numb to these things if you see it all the time. It's got to drive you nuts. I've watched, you know, a couple of other YouTubers, Solomon Indra's video with his Duper, it says that it was unusable when he had it because people were just in his way. Everywhere you go there's a crowd around it. I get that, and you know, this isn't on the same level as that, but you can kind of understand that it would drive you nuts a little. Stop boring you with this, I'll carry on and leave you to it. I might do a couple of other shots afterwards, put them in, don't know what order it goes in. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe, I'll do more of this type of stuff. And yeah, see where we go from there. Cheers guys. A few donuts at the bottom, that was it.